If you were in San Diego Juvie, you've probably seen the ads for the lawsuit going around. Maybe even clicked.
Why I don't use the N-word, okay? We're gonna go. Go there. We're gonna get into that.
Social media runs on hypocrisy. Actually, let's say hip hop. It's the fuel that keeps the algorithm spinning. The same people who usually push the same nasty, bigoted nonsense, and in some cases way worse, are now cosplaying as the moral police, leading outrage mobs like they've been saints the entire time. Then you got the cherry pickers. You know, the ones that turn a blind eye when it's their favorites that are doing the dirt, but will publicly crucify someone else for doing the exact same thing. And let's be real, it's not about principles. It's about convenience. Morals get tossed the second it conflicts with their personal bias. Yeah, you'll throw a fit when someone you already can't stand slips up, but when it's someone you've been standing for years, now all of a sudden it's, hey, they've grown up, or that was forever ago, or the classic, we have to consider the context. And maybe it's not even about liking the person. Maybe it's just because that one calling them out isn't leading the usual hate mob you're used to siding with. So you stop caring. You said, ask me. Ask me. Nah, but to keep it real, if you're gonna preach accountability, it can't be a pick and choose. Either everyone's held to the same standard, or it's just performative. And as far as the others go, why are you acting hella mad? You the ones that took a chance with this guy, knowing full well his edgy past was one Google search away. And now you're clutching pearls like you've been blindsided. That's not moral outrage. That's selective outrage dressed up as activism, and it's exhausting to watch. Alright, so let's do this on a serious note. You know, normally I go a little satire and be funny, but this situation I'm not gonna joke around with. Get a little serious. We're gonna get in our serious bag. So Anthony Fantano got caught in 4K again, cause apparently this already was a thing. Y'all just decided to be mad again about it. And before y'all start with the "he was young, he didn't know better" routine, man, shut that down. This wasn't some 16-year-old on MySpace. This was a grown-ass man in his grown-ass 30s, already making rent money, reviewing black music, laughing at Trayvon Martin jokes, and dropping the M-bomb like it was part of his vocabulary DLC pack. 2016 is an ancient history. That's not back in the day. That's basically yesterday in internet years. And by then, he already been making his money off of hip-hop credibility. Fantano already had 1 million subs by 2017. For some context, his career already established. And yeah, of course I respect that he's grown since then, but that's where the credit stops. This is the same tired script every white creator runs. They do the dirt, they get caught, crank out a PR ass apology because their bag's on the line, and then they pretend it's all in the past. It's never "I'm sorry I did it" for real. It's always "I'm sorry you found out." And let's not sugarcoat the shit. Man the fuck up, people. I know this is a sensitive topic, and honestly, whoever's uncomfortable about these kind of conversations because you feel like you're either singled out and you have nothing to do with it, maybe it's best you click off. But let's not sugarcoat the shit. This man's entire career is built on reviewing black art forms. Not folk, not indie rock, not EDM, hip-hop. Yeah, he might touch other albums, but he got big off of hip-hop. So remember his early edgy era. In the video clip, he's tying a noose in a Hobson review while a black man's face is on the screen. You can call it satire all you want. To us, that's racially loaded imagery. That's trauma. That is not quirky humor. It might be dark humor. Yeah, it could be that. But that's the type of thing that hits different when you know our history. I just got out of YouTube jail. I'm not about to show nothing. I'm not falling for the okie doke. Y'all want to go see the real clips, y'all gonna have to like figure that out yourself, man. Cause we gonna have to blur this bitch. Cause y'all got me, yeah, I'm not about to get. If Fantano had built his career on country, rock, or techno, it would still be in bad taste, yeah. But when your whole platform is hip-hop, that edgy card is off the table. I mean, come on. That's like walking in our house with muddy shoes in the beginning and just jumping around the couch saying fuck you, and then later try to clean it up as if we're supposed to praise you for that. Because no one who's actually cut from this cloth or molded of this culture ever think any of that was funny. That personality, that edgy, whatever you was doing, that's not funny in our culture. And he wasn't some random outsider stumbling into a bad joke. He was a guy profiting off the culture while mocking it at the same time. So no, I can't just write off, hey, oh, he was being edgy. Because when you're making money off the very people you once mocked, that's not edgy. That's opportunistic. That's disrespect with a price tag. You could dress it up however you want, quoting others out of context, but he was a grown man making those choices. This wasn't ignorance. This was calculation. And the bigger issue is hip-hop keeps rolling out the red carpet for people like him. You already know that cookout pass mentality. Let any white dude in with the deep cut playlist, and suddenly he's family. Their own communities never hold them to the same standard they hold us. And when their past resurfaces, they clean up their image for brand deals, not because they truly changed. You see, some people can pass themselves off as friends while silently leeching off the culture the entire time. And you only see their true colors when those old clips resurface, long after they've already cashed in though. They already got their bag. They secured that. But then those videos come out and you're like, damn, the way I feel, if you're gonna build your brand off of black art, then you owe it to that culture to never be the dude in a clip laughing about Black Death. To me, you should have taken a genuinely different route. something that you know that you can relate more to. So this is where the hypocrisy starts. This is where it circles right back to the viewers. Yeah, all of you. This is for you guys too. You've got that mad crowd foaming at the mouth, demanding blood, acting like this is the biggest crime in hip-hop history, but only because it's him. Then you got the diehard fans brushing it off with some tired line like, hey, it's his past, he changed. Like that somehow erases the fact that he said it while eating off the culture. Yeah, you too. Both sides are picking and choosing. You've all seen the history, you've all seen the clips, but you're either weaponizing them when it's convenient, or you're flat out ignoring them when it's uncomfortable. Either hold everyone to the same standard, or admit you're just protecting your faves and boosting your grudges. And if we're keeping it lit, we've all said some wild shit before. Let's just keep it real. Nobody's squeaky clean. Nobody. We're all human. I don't care what you guys say. That's the problem. Everybody lies to themselves. Everybody has this fake ass mask on, and they try to act like they're innocent, and they act like they could judge everybody around them except themselves. I'd be lying if I said I haven't talked reckless over the years. Yeah, so I feel like people can grow and people can learn. I've said some messed up, fucked up shit before. Cold, heartless, not giving a damn. Because the same racism I dealt with growing up, that made me fire the fuck back. Especially in those toxic ass gaming lobbies, because they be having me fucked up. So no one's perfect. That's your illusions. Your illusions are perfect to you. Everyone said something crazy and out of line at one point in their life, and you had to learn to understand that is just not okay. And here's where the hypocrisy comes full circle. And I'm not just talking about you guys, now I'm talking about me too. Yes, I'll admit it, we're gonna talk about my ass too. I'm gonna talk shit to myself, because I realize I'm way more understanding when it's something I can relate to, and I'll give it grace if I can see myself in that situation. But when it's aimed at me, or people like me, I should say, oh, now I'm ready to scorch the earth. That's my hypocrisy, and I'll own that. Ain't nobody safe here. Not y'all, not me. I'm getting on all of us. We are all hypocrites, because this isn't just about Fantano. It's about how we let people eat off the culture for years before anyone pretends to care, and how we all get...
When I play the game, I piss out at night. Hey, what's good? What's good? Hey, what's good? Hey, what's good? Hey, what's good?
Oh, hi.
Ooh. Hey, what's good? Good.
Hello.
Hey, what's good? Good. What's good?
Oh, hi. Hello.
real selective about the outrage, depending on who's in the hot seat. Cause I know some of y'all hate that I'm a Kanye fan. Yep, here we go. We gotta bring Ye out. That's your guys' arsenal against me. Yeah, that's all good. I don't care. But we're gonna get to on why I'm bringing this up. That is probably where my hypocrisy stands. I could say that I relate to part of Ye's journey. Besides the cousin situation, don't even try me. He could be a throat goat by his damn self.
No one's coming back from the grave on my watch.
If it ain't by blood, I don't relate to cousins. And I only love women. I had to put that out there. Fuck you. However, when it comes to being
always trying to
over
ice
racial
skate up here.
bias, like Kanye, I'm talking about him as a black man navigating the other side in business and dealing with being blocked on deals or advancement because of his skin complexion. However, one minute he's raging against me, the next minute he's shaking hands with me. Hypocrisy, contradictions on top of contradictions. So I understand some of that inner conflict. Of course, I've experienced racial bias myself, and certain things he talks about hit me on a personal level. Other stuff, no. Don't even play with me. Stop it.
Stop it.
I could relate to parts of his story without co-signing every word out of his mouth, because he spreads pure hate, and I don't. I don't hate everybody. I mean, if you're not a bigot, racist, a PDF, or the gatekeepers hoarding generational wealth, those are the people I hate. Everybody else, I don't hate nobody. And Fantano, he's part of the other side of that equation, the side where I can relate to why Ye acts the way he does.
It'll mean the end of my YouTube career.
The whole Alex is a nigger thing.
Real niggers do stuff.
You might want to
Who
stay down.
infamously called Ian a nigger. Harvey Weinstein. What's your opinion on Mike Dean producing the new Nick Gurr album? I'm not even a really big Nick Gurr.
Hearing things like that really can make a motherfucker not like certain people. And I'm not even in Hollywood or next to the elites. I can only imagine how they act. You know, the stuck-up silver spoon billionaires. Nah, I just gotta deal with the Matthews, the Andrews, and people like that. So Fantano is a white man who said harmful shit. The kind of shit that would blow the internet to pieces if a black man said it. The hypocrisy. And Kanye has proved that. But here's the double standard. Ye says it, outrage is loud, global, relentless. Fantano or any white dude that says anything, any anti-black shit is a softer landing, quicker forgiveness, quicker awe. But that was a long time ago. And honestly, part of it is a reach. Fantano ain't Ye. He's not starting movements with his words, spewing hate in real time. That was technically 10 years ago, and it was jokes, which makes it easier for people to package as growth or maturity, whether it's real or just PR cleanup. Ye, he's still out here wilding with no sign that he even wants to change or to improve at all. And listen, Ye's obviously racist. I mean, come on, the man wears a black KKK robe, symbolizing that he's the opposite of the traditional white robe, essentially positioning himself against white people. And this is echoed by the crowd of black people shouting in his HH video. I mean, the words itself in the chorus is an oxymoron, because for the simple fact, the very people that he's channeling hated black people as well. And don't forget his earlier Black Skinhead music video. If you listen to the words of that, you hear exactly who he's targeting, which obviously makes Ye one of the biggest hypocrites in hip-hop. Fantano, I'm not even sure if he's really racist like that, but I'm not gonna count him out either. He clearly was prejudiced at one point, probably still is, but honestly I don't care if he is or he isn't. He still said the shit. Everybody talking about, oh, he used to be married to a black woman. That don't mean shit. They be having fetishes sometimes. That don't mean a damn thing. Some people like that feeling of power, that colonizing power. That don't mean shit. And I'm not saying that's how he felt, but him being married to a black woman don't mean shit to me. As a black creator and a hip-hop fan, Fantano's past just hits different. The man built his career on black music, black artists, black culture. So when you know he said the things that he said or laughed at the things that he laughed at, it doesn't feel like some random oops moment. It feels like proof of how easy it is to eat off the culture while disrespecting it. I mean, the same energy I get when I hear Hulk Hogan's old comments or watch other white public figures get exposed. It's not just about one person. It's about a pattern. Once you know someone said it, you can't unhear it. Deep down, you figure they probably still believe this shit. And honestly, I'm not shocked when I hear any white person say racial shit. I'm not even mad about that part. It sounds like I am, but truly I'm not. Believe me when I say I'm team free speech. I like to know who the fuck my ops are. Cut the grass, expose the snakes. Please, I want you to be 100 with me. If you keep it 100 with me, I'll respect you more. I just know that you were not. At that point, now it's just a friendly phase, whether it's with words or whether it's with fists. So no, I'm not shocked nor upset with what Fantano was caught saying or doing. Really, I just like, oh, well, I expect that. However, what I'm more upset about is that he built a career off the same people he once mocked. That's what my anger is. Like I said, say what you want. Say it with your chest. Say it. Free speech, free will. Don't be mad when the consequences come to stomp you the fuck out, because that can't happen. But to make a living off of it too, yeah, that's a whole different type of disrespect. For me, at least. 'Cause, you know, the hypocrisy. I'm obviously a hypocrite too. Ye is not me. I'm not his savior. I just like the damn music. Shit. Don't excuse his ass either. If you don't like what he's talking about, don't excuse him. Hold him accountable. Because I also can't excuse Fantano just because he's less famous.
Just surrender. We're down one. We won't lose anything. You don't lose anything.
So pretty much the same shit, different tournament. Y'all are just too biased to flush it. But this is why I can relate to some of Ye's anger though. Some of his rage. White people have done this so many times in the past. They've been getting away with this shit since our grandparents. Generation after generation. They fumbled the ball and somehow still get to keep the trophy. And nah, nobody's looking for validation over here. I don't need it. I don't want it. I demand respect. But some of y'all, I can't say that for y'all. Yeah, you fiend for that white approval. Like it's a loyalty card. Kind of like Myron's thirsty ass, just ready to bend over. I mean, I just keep seeing everybody say he cleaned up his act. I mean, he didn't clean up because of good faith. He cleaned up because he had to. You know, kind of like the same way I gotta chill now because I was just on probation. YouTube had me locked up. If you keep wilding, those clips pop back up. Your channel's gone, your check stopped, and you're in Rumble Purgatory with Myron and Sneeko. No views, no Twitch, no YouTube, just you screaming into the void for 100 people and bot accounts. I gotta keep saying this shit. I gotta get on your nerves a bit. My issue is not with him saying the N-word. I don't give a fuck. You could call me that all you want. I'm gonna call you a bitch. It's fine. We can do that wordplay shit. I've been in those Call of Duty lobbies. The second they hear my voice, it's...
Yo, what's good, fellas?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
How you even know?
I know how to breathe.
It's the N-word with the hard R's, spam on repeat. Throwing it with F-bombs. Like it's the only fans of racism or some shit.
You sound like a hillbilly.
That sounds like a nigga. It's insane.
And if that's just the gamer population, if I hear that every damn game, regular ass people, if they're doing it and saying it easily in their homes every night, every day, imagine the rest. So no, my feelings aren't hurt. I'll talk shit right the fuck back. Same way I did with Andrew. Same way I did with even Myron. The difference with Fantano, this happened 10 years ago though. He's not out here doing that shit today. He's shown change and growth. I got the issue with the culture who keeps allowing shit like this to happen.
Trayvon. I was thinking Trey, like Trey Melvin. I had a big thing with Trey Melvin. But
Silver bullet.
it's all these fucking black names, dude. I get confused.
Whoa! 3, 2,
Trayvon Martin was minding his black business, buying Skittles, wearing a hoodie, talking to a friend, a teenager, when someone stereotyped him and unjustly took his life, all because of a hoodie, all because he was black. Mocking that isn't something you just say sorry for or sweep under the rug. I mean, if you really feeling apologetic and you mean it, donate to his mama and daddy or some shit. Or a cause, because what happened to him was tragic and it wasn't something to mock about. He was an innocent teenager. He didn't deserve that. The man was 30 years old in 2016, not 16 in 1996. Stop it. They say sorry and they still get to keep their fan base and they still get to move on with their careers. That's why I say if I gotta be mad at him, I gotta be mad at you guys too. Because you guys enable it. You buy the merch. You watch and share the clips. You boost the numbers. But then you want to act fake shots when the mask slips. The hypocrisy. Y'all are equal to blame. Don't just point the finger at Fantano. Y'all endorse it. Me, I can actually say I don't just watch white spaces that talk about black culture. How in the fuck can I relate or even think they can understand from my point of view? I know we're not gonna agree. I know I'm gonna watch it and be like, what the fuck is he talking about? So I never watched Fantano before. Take it with a grain of salt because there's always a good chance it will happen when you choose to watch the next white take on black culture. And don't get it twisted. I have favorite white creators, but here's the difference. The ones I watch, they stay in their own lane. When I watch white comedy, I expect to see white comedy. If I'm watching a Seth Rogen film or an Adam Sandler movie, I'm there for their kind of humor. I want to hear about their community. and how they perceive things. That's how you bridge the gap. That's how you bring people together. I'm not gonna watch someone with no connection to my world and pretend that they get it. All that's gonna do is just set yourself up in the future for a whole nother Fantano situation later down the road. If anybody should be supporting those creators when they have black takes, I guess it should be from their own lane, to keep it real. And no, it's not about segregation. When I say that, I mean that honestly does help bridge the gap. I don't need to watch you guys because I can't relate to you. However, maybe you can inspire the bigot from your own community to stop being translucent. Maybe it's better if they hear it from you. So I'm not saying it as in like a segregation way. Because watch whoever you guys want to watch. You guys made the choice to watch them. You knew the risk. So when it happens again and again and again, tremble before fast. And then we got these dumbass motherfuckers. I had to say these idiots for last. They all of a sudden want to see Fantano burn that state.
The nigga trolled me, I trolled him back. 1,000 gods! Whole hour and a half conversation. The nigga trolled me, I trolled him back. Fuck it. Act, you a grown man. You shouldn't troll him like that. Got me. I take my L. Twitch, mad at me. All right, cool. All right, man, whatever. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Nigga, I could have sat here and cried like a bitch.
I've always walked the line.
I could have sat here and cried like, no, what about him? What about him? Bro, cool. Bro, I know this. I know what I signed up for. This is why niggas like Anthony Fantano is pussy. You see what y'all finally going through? Y'all try to put me through every day. And I had to sit on it. I had to eat it. Pause. Don't respond to academics TV or nothing. We talking about your pussy. And you feel me? Because just like how you trying to tweet this 7-second clip, it's an hour and a half stream of a nigga. Nigga, I'm not sitting here on some, nah, that nigga was trolling me, so I finally trolled back. Ain't nobody control me more than me.
Honestly, I'd rather turn the camera on them because they're not clean either. They're out here mad, calling every creator biased for not covering this Fantano situation. I mean, if you want to be honest, they really didn't have to. If people didn't want to talk about it, they don't have to talk about it because this didn't happen yesterday. It happened over a decade ago. The only reason I'm even covering this is because this is what my channel does. That's just my lane. That's just something I like to talk about. You guys are doing it for clout, not conviction. You guys aren't consistent. Academics, for example, you've got your own questionable mess. Talking weird to a minor on stream, the alleged assault situation, disrespecting women's appearances, and regularly antagonizing black culture while hyping up gang violence. I mean, because of you, a lot of Chi-Town blood is on your hands, and that ain't far off from the things you're mad at Fantano for saying. Except you're doing it today. You're doing it now, not 10 years ago. You're doing it as we speak. Who could forget about Matthew?
Just call me a culture vulture.
So, like, for the record, I actually like Fantano. This situation with him is like a perfect. This is a perfect example of what selective outrage looks like. Because if you look on YouTube,
my strength is renewed.
Pounce all over something like this, like something that he was just exposed to. And this is exactly what selective outrage looks like. Like, selective outrage is when you let your bias, your favoritism, your hatred of like a person, a business, an organization, you let that guide how you react. And if this were me, I know exactly what this would look like if they ever found something like that in me. They never would. If they could find a clip like that on their lips, there will be 100 videos in the first day. Within the first 24 hours, they would have 100 videos. This is real firepower. Context wouldn't matter. Whether I was doing a quote wouldn't matter. None of that shit would matter, and this is what selective outrage is.
He wants redemption. He's like, how dare you guys be mad at me and not mad at him? How dare you guys ruin my career and not Fantano's? Like, as if it's a team sport or something. And to be fair, Matthew, he has a point. There is a bit of hypocrisy when it comes to social media and hip-hop. If it's your favorite or if it's not. He's a little right. Kinda, I'll give him that. But that's where that stops. Hey, but what's really snack time already? Are you mad he said it? Or are you mad that people aren't attacking him the way they attacked you? Because what you did wasn't even a year ago. And it was just as bad, if not worse. You called a black man in hip-hop media Carlton, which is just as dressed up as a racial slur, implying that he's out of touch with his own culture, because that's what Carlton represents. He's out of touch. He's whitewashed. How can you say that about a creator who is all about black culture? That was disrespectful. That was stereotypical.
You might have been better off having been exposed for having a 10-year-old N-word tweet.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
From 10 years ago, yes. Because what you did is
Supernova!
in the limited amount of time that you've been on the platform, in your coverage of, generally speaking, the more salacious parts of hip-hop, managed to disrespect a journalist that is black, that had been around for years before who had ever come on the platform, and had been doing hip-hop journalism for, obviously, before I got on the platform. But I think, you know what I'm saying, it might have been around the infancy of fucking YouTube. You managed to openly and confidently disrespect this man on the basis of nothing more than his ability to articulate himself well as a black person. Name tag he decided to give Justin Hunt isn't even applicable on a comedic level, because Carlton's whole MO is that he's ignorant to black culture. In your short time frame, you managed to look not only culturally ignorant, racially unaware, burned the bridge with somebody that
We are undefeatable!
Brief critique.
You called Kendrick a milkman and Uncle Ruckus. Those are all stereotypes, all offensive. And again, you did what you said.
And what's also really clever here is that Drake is 37 years old, and he says the N-word 37 times on this track. And I believe his reasons for doing this is he's basically saying the word for every year that he's been alive, to symbolize that he was indeed born black.
The current score is 3-2-0.
And guess what? You've shown no growth.
Time
You're
to
going
switch
through the
things
motion
up,
as we speak.
including which
You
side
mock the
you're on.
culture every day, and you think the shit's sweet. You think it's cool, you think it's funny,
The
because
right
you got
heroes
the
could make
cuz
all
around
the
you chuckling
difference.
and laughing, a bunch of hyenas, but want to cry when lions attack you. The hypocrisy. Then you got Friday. Now he's trying to bully people into talking about Fantano. He's hopping in everybody's chats, his comments, tweeting them, dropping videos about them. He's pissed that no one is attacking Fantano the way he feels like they need to.
Who else is going to do some content on this? And when I say who else, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to be specific. I'm talking about the people from the Culture United panel. And listen, salute to Justin Hunt, because he knows, and I've said this earlier on the podcast this week, himself excluded from that. But for the rest of y'all niggas, all right, the Curtis Kings of the world, who are so ready to jump on people's head tops.
Silver bullet.
The way that they jumped all over the guy, what's the dirt, right?
you're
Big Sneaker,
part
what's the dirt? They jumped on my
vampire,
homie's
right?
head crazy.
Can you control the
hard.
minds of rodents,
Same thing
too?
with the leader. The
Nah,
leader makes a
that's
living
more of a
off of
Dracula
shitting
thing.
on niggas. All his videos
Because
are
when
hit
that
pieces,
happened in Central
okay?
Park,
There's
it
not
was
one video
terrifying.
where it's not like,
No worries, girl.
Ask me if I don't
Your
give
tree
a fuck.
rats
Oh,
are secret.
battle
ask me if
starts
I
in
don't give a
5,
fuck.
Unless I
Oh,
get
ask me if I don't give a fuck.
3,
Oh,
thirsty.
ask me if I don't give a fuck.
1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Ask me if I don't give a fuck.
Friendly.
Hey, to be fair, I've never been on Culture United. I don't understand why they I don't get why they group us up like we're the Avengers or the Justice League or some shit.
Hell yeah. Cutting in.
Oh, ask me if I don't give a fuck.
I don't get it. I don't get where this is. What the fuck?
Oh, ask me if I don't give a fuck.
You got me so pissed.
Oh, ask me if I don't give a fuck. Oh, ask me if I don't give a fuck.
Fuck, y'all pissed. Y'all hella mad. I'm about to use the Friday. That's my new one. I'm about to
The
use
stakes
that.
just got raised. Takes cold steel.
Oh, ask me if I don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you was on the Culture United.
hunt is on.
You talk about it. I wasn't on there. The hell? What does that even mean? So Justin can't have a guest on his show? He calls his show. That's his show. I mean, what do you guys? A podcast. He titled it The Culture
Don't let them
United.
take
That's
this
what he
place from us.
calls it. He had your ass on there. You talk about it then. The hell are you talking about?
Same thing with the leader. The leader makes a living off of shitting on
This
niggas.
is
All
real
his videos
firepower!
are hit pieces, okay? There's not one video where it's not like, oh, ask me if I don't do this.
But where was all this energy when your boy Matthew did his own nonsense? Or when Matthew was out here wilding in general? You were nowhere. You gave this dude a pass. You gave him a pass. You didn't hold him accountable.
Don't mess with the...
Suddenly, this is the hill you chose to die on. I'm confused.
Open season.
This is how I know you guys are being disingenuous. Being a hypocrite. All three. Oh, and let's not forget this clip right here.
Drake using the hard ER. Disgusting.
Somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing this, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all remember when Drake was like, that's fine. I'm not even gonna say it to get myself demonetized, but he used the hard ER by mistake. Guess what? I've heard a lot of other niggas in the city, in this city, in other cities, while we're just talking and passing, and we say my nigga, and somebody says the hard ER by mistake.
Nah, man, that's you. That's a you thing. Maybe even a Canadian thing. That's the cultural difference right there. You guys are taking a word that black Americans took a hold of that used to be negative. It was built to tear us down. We made it to where they can't use it against us anymore as a negative. You're saying that you guys accidentally drop the N-word with the hard R all the time.
Put some pep in my step.
We don't accidentally say that shit. Baby. What the fuck? That's not. It's not the same. You don't accidentally say that. That doesn't just slip out. See, what you guys don't get is by pushing this hate mob so hard, you're actually hurting the movement. I'm gonna be honest. The people leading the charge, I mean, you guys are culture parasites. Some of you, I won't say that on Friday. I haven't watched his content. I can't really call him a parasite. I won't do him like that. From what I see so far, though, you excusing certain people and you being a hypocrite. That's all I could call you. But the others are culture parasites, because they're still making racist jokes to this day. And the other one is still promoting gang violence, tearing down black men. So when you demand everyone to riot, nobody's taking it seriously. Not because Fantano's innocent, but because the messengers
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Just as filthy, if not worse.
Born again!
Fantano's filthy or dirty. He just got caught slipping. He shouldn't have got caught slipping. They've said some of the most fucked up shit, and they're not apologetic over it. And the truth is, most of you already had a personal problem with Fantano. I mean, maybe he called you out, and now you're using this to get even.
He makes a video and he says, taking accountability.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting torn apart on Twitter, which is nothing to
You've been participating in online hate mobs against people, virtue signaling on everybody on Twitter. You've done this to me multiple times, and now it's happening to you. And you're never going to get people that are going to dislike you to ever forget about this. There's never going to be a moment where you're going to be able to move past this. Everybody is always going to think of you as a fake fuck. It doesn't matter what you're going to say in this video. You already look like a clown, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
It's disingenuous, and that's why it's not going anywhere. That's why ain't nobody talking about it for you, because coming from you guys, you're not exposing hypocrisy. You are the hypocrisy. So to every white person watching, to the people that stayed this long, let me just say this. I didn't mean to make anybody feel uncomfortable. This is an uncomfortable subject, but it's serious. It's something that we do need to talk about. Whether you agree with my opinions or not, this is how I feel about it. I don't appreciate people that make money off of the culture, but really had a prejudiced viewpoint at one point in their career. Why even try to make money off of it? You knew how you really feel. Whether you was joking or not, you knew it wasn't cool. And for the ones that never really played like that, you know, this isn't an attack on you. You're just an observer. And I know it could be uncomfortable, but it's an uncomfortable topic. And if you genuinely love hip-hop, if you truly respect the culture, then the bare minimum is to never mock it. Never treat it like a punchline, and never act like you're the authority on it. Opinion versus ownership. Because for some reason, black American culture is the only one folks feel entitled to own, profit off of, and then they still mock it. And y'all would never do this with any other culture. You guys won't do that. Y'all don't even try to do that. The hip-hop culture is bloated with parasites. Bleaching, faking, cosplaying as family, while draining the soul of it. And maybe the truth is, hip-hop doesn't just need a conversation. It needs a cleanse. Shit. Maybe even a purge.
Great Spider-Man.
Steel.
Us against the world.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
She got lucky right there.
Tanny needs help. It is a fiddle.
Us against the world. Only 60 seconds left.
Takes a lot more
My
than
dude
that
was
to
a
put me
leg and I
down.
would've got her.
Slice and dice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It's now or never. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
This is my unnatural selection. Namor does not lose.
Down to 30 seconds. Don't give them another inch. Or else.
Stand strong. We have this.
Open season. Back in the
Behind
game.
you.
Your soul unite.
This is real firepower.
Looks like no Bob Beyond is gonna amplify here. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Hey, you stupid nigga, bruh. What the hell is you doing, bruh?
How is that
You would have failed without me. Impressive as always. I was born ready.
Final score. 3,
Hey, check out
2,
my
2.
screen. Same name as my username.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Hello. Oh, hi. Hello.
Yeah, that nigga's a face is bomb, bruh.
Oh, hi. Hi.
I'm from this dude, bruh. The hell is this?
Hello.
You just switch teams or something? Oh, wait. I can't do a match real quick. I don't know if I want to do this like reaction every time.
Hi.
Screen.
Oh, hi.
Reason I might have told you guys all of my stories. It appears that I didn't. There was this chick, right?
Hi.
Had anybody ever wonder what the that is on the back of my arm? This is why I am the way that I am. This is why I don't care.
hi.
This is why I'm emotionless. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this shit on the back of my arm, right? It's a up tattoo. Because I was a capital simp. Hold on, you never knew about this. I never told you. I was a capital simp with the S on the forehead. But was I a simp or was I inexperienced? What you see on the back of my arm is a clear reminder of one of the reasons why I will never trust a woman ever again or believe in love ever again, but I believe in loyalty. Now, I think I was maybe 20. I don't know, one of the two. I really liked this girl. Right? I really liked this girl. And everything started off great. Hold on, let me finish. Everything started off great. We were kicking it. She was light skinned. She had long hair. She was just my type of chick. She had A-cup titties, but I didn't care. I don't even think I was really focused on the ass back then. We linked a few times. Made shit official.
The right heroes could make all the
Everything
difference.
was great. But here's when things started.
The darkness that spawned me.
She started working at some spot in a mall that had these two in there that thought that they were all of that. So every time I would call her, I'd be like,
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Only my neighborhood.
Don't yell
has
at me if we
multiple
lose.
realities.
Come on, I thought I'm solo checking.
I'm like, yeah, what's good? Like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm in such and such with such and such and such and such.
Why haven't you tanked enough?
Why are you kicking it with dudes?
We're not playing fucking Overwatch. It's not 5v5.
Bodega for a sandwich.
You gotta tank more.
It's nothing going on. Like, they're just my friends. I'm just in here kicking it. I'm probably gonna get a job.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds.
I was just
Stay
like,
strong.
well, if you're not working there, why are you kicking it with dudes? Some shit I would never do now.
Sorry about that whole thing back in Central Park. We kind of blew it the first time.
I'm getting my voice mixed up. Why are you kicking it with dudes? Blah, 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 so on and so forth. Yeah,
but those lousy vampires got exactly what they deserved in the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Just over the months, I would be calling her, and I would tell her not to go into this store. And she kept going into this store, but she wasn't lying about it. Like, it got to a point, like, at first she was answering my calls. Then she stopped answering my calls, and I would call her like 20, 30, 40 times. Which is how you know it's a
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Called her 30, 40 times. Trying to call. She didn't answer. And then when she would call, she's like, hello? And I'd be like, where the fuck was you at? Where the fuck can I ask you? I've been calling you 40 times.
Render me assistance.
I'm just in such
Back
and
in the
such.
swing
I'm
of
not doing anything wrong, blah, blah, blah. This and that. And the were always quiet. Always quiet in the background. Nobody ever said shit. It was another night she went missing. She started going missing on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. Right? It was this one Saturday. I had talked to her. She said she was at the mall again. I said, was you in that store? She's like, no, I'm just getting stuff for my mom, blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to find something to wear. I was like, wear for what?
Spider Fist is ready to punch.
To wear for? You know, just something completely out of my character. She's like, because I'm going somewhere tonight. And then she hangs up. And I called her back. She didn't answer. She's like, this bitch ain't calling me back. And I'm like slamming my phone
now
down.
I've got something to prove.
Kept calling her, when I say I called
Here
her,
they come to kick us out.
Times I kept calling her 100 times. I kept blowing her. Kept trying to call her. She finally answers. Hello. She would always sound like she was scared. Hello.
Feeling good.
Fuck this shit. I called you 100 times. Angry as shit.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
This isn't an acting game. She's like, I'm in the movies. I said, what the? I was like, in a movie with who?
Put some pep in my step.
She's like, with such and such. The same dude that she's been kicking it with that she claimed was her friend. I said, you
Yo.
What the?
I'm getting bullied over here.
Crazy. I'm like throwing pillows at the house. I'm like,
oh my god! She wants to kiss me or some shit.
So I could just basically do whatever I want. I'm like picking up couches, slamming them, throwing pillows, sucking up the pillows. I'm just going crazy. Because I couldn't do anything about it. Like, what was I gonna do? So, long story short, fast forward, we were still talking even though I was on some shit. I allowed her to still be in my presence, everything, because I was a simp.
Back in the swing of things.
This is all gonna lead up to the history of this tattoo that I got covered up, or attempted to get covered up in the back of my arm. Got up. So over the
Oh no!
Because back then, you know, like when you get your first good-looking bitch, like you always think, dudes, we always think we're gonna wife our first girlfriend, our second, our third girlfriend. As dudes, We always think
He's so pushed up, man. What are we doing?
We don't think like, oh man, this bitch is gonna.
No, he's 1 HP.
I think men go
He's
into
1
relationships
HP.
with the intentions of like actually thinking we're gonna wife these chicks. We go dogs
I am ready
and
to
men
put
that
on
are
a
savages.
show.
We're
I
not
am
born
ready
like
to
that.
put on
We're
a
created.
show.
Yeah.
We're not
Don't mess with the
coming out the
amazing
womb trying to
Spider-Man.
play chicks and be foul. And
Yeah,
play
game's
the
cooked.
That's not how our mindset is. We automatically think that these first girls we get are.
No, I don't feel like playing sex
That's how
anymore.
men think. That's how we come out.
Yeah.
So, long story short, she said she was going to a party.
Round and
It
pound.
was just a random time I called her. I said, what kind of party are you going to? She's like, a lingerie party. I was like, what the? Who's throwing it? She said such and such. The same she was in the movie with. The same she was at the store with 24/7. I said, what the? She's like, no.
Yes.
I'm not a vengeful person. But today I'll make an exception.
Why would you be invited? I said, because I'm your boyfriend. Which I would. This sounds corny for. This sounds
Fucking
corny for you to
bitch.
say. I'm your boyfriend. Like, why we gotta put the
Fucking
labels on the
whore.
shit? If
I don't have to be center stage.
Like, my mindset now is, you put me up with you, clearly we solidified. We don't gotta go throw in the corny terms and start setting all these weird invisible boundaries and, you know, all this weird shit up the energy and everything like that.
Spider
Anyway,
Fist is ready to punch.
She's like, it doesn't matter. She's like, you're not.
Man, I need heals. I got the Loki.
Friends, blah blah blah. So we're just going back and forth.
Loki dead.
I said, all right.
Get the-
I said, at least tell me where
Get that arc out of
the
here.
be at, so I know where to go if anything.
Back in the swing of
happens.
things.
She gave me the apartment complex to where she was going to the shit, but never gave me the apartment number. So I told my homie about it. I was like, man, this shit. I was like, tonight we gonna get dressed. We going to that apartment. And we gonna stake
I'm just
out-
walking down the tank, man.
We staking out everything. We checking everything.
We're not doing shit about it.
This is how I was just talking back then. Soon as we
No
get
way.
music, we gonna
You won't fuck this.
we gonna listen to it.
Come over here.
He was just hard. Don't with it. Blah blah blah. Like he's just laughing.
Stay
and
away from
shit
that
the whole
object if it
time.
starts to hover.
No, I'm dead.
We go to the apartment.
It's good. It's good.
I'm ready to put on a show.
We're going through the apartment
Gonna
complex
get
is not that
sticky.
big. If there's a party you're going to use, we walk through the whole complex, and then we finally get to an apartment that you can see like colored lights flickering, and you can tell there's a bunch of people in there that just had to be there. We was trying to peek through windows, and I seen her like sitting on this dude's lap a few times and everything. And I was gonna throw a rock through the window. He's like, no, don't do that. He's like, don't do that much. He's like,
Bro, I swear to God, this magic wants me so bad,
kept
bro.
laughing at me but telling me not to do irrational shit. So I'm just hot. I'm like, I'm kicking trees. I'm going crazy. Like, just relax. You already knew there was a possibility. You already knew there was a possibility that this shit was gonna happen.
By the eye of
We stayed out there. Eventually, I just gave up and I went home and I was so irate.
Time
Like,
to switch things up, including which
I'm trying to
side
get back
you're
into that mindset for you guys, but this isn't a role, and I'm not auditioning for
You'll
a
need a
big studio
top-notch
movie,
team
so I'm
to
not
win
gonna
this
do
one.
that.
I'm your friendly
But-
neighborhood
and I'm not gonna
Spider-Man.
kill brain
Only my
cells and
neighborhood
wrinkle
is
my
now like
face,
multiple
and it's not
realities.
for a check.
Cool, right?
But when I tell you I was so angry, I felt like I can do an Hadouken. I felt like I could go Super Saiyan. I felt like I could do a dragon punch with fire at the end. I just felt like there was just no body on earth that could f me up right there because I had so much rage, so much anger.
Please, can we discover Aunt May's cherry pie dimension?
I said, F it. After a night of depression and everything, I slept it off. First thing I did when I woke up, I kept blowing up her phone, calling.
30 seconds before you attack.
Answered
Get
around
ready.
noon or some shit. I said, what the f happened last
Oh,
night?
because he doesn't kill anybody? Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Black through the window, blah, blah.
We can't just say that.
I get the joke. Because you only have one kill.
This world is full of dangers I could never have imagined.
The battle starts in 5.
Blah, 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 you know, the typical shit, you know how it does. Inexperienced capital S, you know, we're gonna act irate, ask her these questions, probably accept.
No, we got this. No, we just full dive. We kill them all. Trust. Why is he thing?
So I'm just like,
Why is this guy on my character?
I'm just like on the phone, just like,
Ruh-roh. Yeah, bitch. Back up.
I know what that nigga was saying. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
come over
What the
here
hell was he
right
yapping
now
about?
with me. I said, if you don't come over here right
What the hell is that nigga yapping about?
I swear I said this. I said, if you don't come over here right now.
He means that you only have one kill, and chronologically, Spider-Man only has one kill. He's only killed one person.
Shut up, my nigga. Yeah, never went to a tournament.
Back in the swing of things.
Oh, no, it's good.
Yes, I said that. Yes, I was down bad like that. Why do you think I'm like this now? Why do you think I'm so arrogant? Why do you think nothing bothers me? That's just one of the many stories of people that f me over in life. That's why nothing bothers me. That's why I lack empathy. That's why I'm a narcissist. Because the world turned me into that shit. I used to be a noble, nice guy, had empathy and felt sorry. The world destroyed and ripped all that out of me. It's gone. Tears, that shit don't exist no more. Like, I don't even... Like, what you want me to do? Fake empathy? Like, I literally don't have it no more. Long story short, she came through, hair all wild. I don't even know if she just got finished. Whatever. Came through, I her on the back. We had green carpet in the front.
What that nigga Yo, I was cooking that nigga, bro. Sweet boy saying nigga, bro.
You know, I'm like on top
Every
of
time that nigga, bro.
on this fake making love shit. You know, we banged not once but twice. And I thought I was back.
I'm not a vengeful person,
over the house
but
till
today
like
I'll make an exception.
5:36, kicking it.
I was cooking that nigga, bro.
My mom was there. My
Dude, stop being so fucking mean.
I'm like, man, I
Shut
got
your
my
ass
girl
up.
back. I know she cheated, but this made her stronger than ever.
I'm cooking your ass, my nigga.
Fast forward,
You got a sweet voice, bro.
with the other dude again.
And you ain't never went to no tournaments. And you ain't never went viral playing this game. Dumbass nigga. He's a bum, bro. He's a bum, my nigga. And you gay. You a bum ass nigga. And you gay, bro. And you look, I can't say the F word.
Dude, don't fucking say that, dude.
Right now, bro.
I'm not very happy about
I
this
can't say the N word.
You're so fucking
You look, I can't say the
mad.
F word right now. You look, I can't say the F word right now. If I did, I'll violate your ass, bro.
I said, with that ugly ass, such and such.
Fuck out of here, bitch. Cracker ass nigga. Nerd sounding ass nigga.
Dumbass bitch. I think that was the last straw. But my dumbass thought maybe I could prove my love to. So this
know,
part of my
nigga,
life, I
I
haven't
like
told
it.
you guys this spectacle, so don't worry about how I used to get this money. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, I used to sell these fake babe hoodies online and shit like that. And so I go.
And I made him
I
acquire
said,
too.
I'm thinking irrational, like I gotta do something to show this, woman that I love her. Like there's gotta be something I can do. So a light bulb comes in my head,
Aunt May's chicken soup.
and I find the nearest tattoo shop. I didn't even try to find what was the best. Look, I go to the nearest tattoo shop across from some apartments that when I first moved out here, I lived in. It was a tattoo shop. I go there, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get this name in Old English in the back of my arm. Dude, there was this Mexican dude. He said, hey, brother. He was like, well, who is he? He's like, who are you getting tattooed?
Final score.
I was like, it's my grandmother's name. And he looked at me. He said, all right, short tattoo. So he drew it up. And I was thinking of like, thinking of LeBron James or some shit. Because LeBron LeBron got the Old English on the back of his shit. So I was like, yeah, let me get it like LeBron James. He's like, all right. Got his whole name blasted on the back of my arm. I thought at this point, there's no way in flying. This woman was not going to deny me. This had to prove my love. Love, right? I go get the shit blasted. I tell her to come over. I said, I got 2 surprises for you. Come over. I go to the mall. I go get one of those floating heart diamond necklaces. I think it was like the cheap diamonds or something, because the necklace was like $450 or nothing crazy. It was like $450. It was like on a skinny chain with a diamond floating heart. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get her the necklace, and I'm gonna show her I'm gonna show her I got her name tattooed. I go. Told her to come to the house. I said, look, and I showed her. And she was like, oh my God, why did you do that? And I said, because I love you. Like, that's why I got you blasted. I wanted to show you this was real. Here's your necklace. I put the necklace on her, took the necklace, all of that. I got the name blasted. I thought I actually got my back that I never technically, you know, I'm fighting for that I shouldn't even have to fight for. Like, got the name blasted. The last straw for me, I told you guys as part of the story before, when I told her I wanted to go to see a movie. She said she wanted to go to that movie. I caught her at the same movie theater with the same ugly ass. I went home. I made a whole video, put the shit on the internet, everything. I was running around irrationally trying to get the tattoo covered. That was the last straw. Exactly. I never had her.
Hi.
So that's the story of like, that's one of my biggest simp stories to date. Like, yeah, I would say that's my biggest simp story. But honestly, sometimes I forget that I even have tattoos because I don't even look tattooed from certain angles. And then like this shit, I'm gonna get lasered off clearly. But it's just, I've been through so much shit and been through so many trials and tribulations, whether it be with women or whether it be with financial mistakes, trying to chase fast money and things like that, which I'm never going to tell you guys those spectacles, the financial chasing fast money stories, because that's for post fame. But yeah, I've been through so many trials and tribulations. That's why I don't have no emotions no more, because I burned out my central nervous system.
Actually, I would say she's still seeing this.
Yeah, I can't disclose that information.
It was like a number that went up and went down.
She ended up wanting me like hella years later and shit, and of course I slayed her, but that's beyond me. Yeah, I definitely learned my lesson. I think it's so many things that like, it's so many things that turned me into a narcissist. And I'm sitting here telling you, yes, I am a narcissist, but it's not something where I'm one of those uncontrollable freaks of nature that's trying to. That shit that taught me how to love myself, and it displayed God complexity on me. That's just what I needed to get through all of these mental strongholds that I had to challenge at those particular times in my life. I had to give in to narcissism and God complexity, because I had to learn how to appreciate and really look in the mirror and love myself. I used to always doubt myself because of other people's up mistakes. So that's why I just don't have any emotions. Like emotions get,